Well, here we are again, Gary. Week 6.
Hey, man, what's going on with you, dude?
Well, I just, busted out a website just like you did, thanks to Christine.
Christine Center, she is so cool. First off, before we go anywhere with this broadcast today, I want to tell everybody to take a moment and visit her website. It is at christinecenter.com. That's ChristineSenter.com. She's an active member of this new message board that we've created here called the Bloggers Message Board. You can find that at bloggersmessageboard.com. And this is her second week in creating a writing prompt, competition or campaign or whatever. You don't really win anything. It just kind of gets people's juices flowing and allows people to be a little, diverse with their thinking about creating blogs and posts like that.
Well, she went even a little farther this week. I got to give Christine. She blew me away because I was sitting here working on some other non-blog stuff, some spreadsheets and stuff, and I was refreshing and looking, and I saw this post, and she goes in to say, this isn't just a writing prompt. Let's see if you can do a whole niche on this idea.
Right.
And that's a big difference between, okay, guys, and that's what we've been driving at is don't look at just making a post about something. She gave you some prompts, and she gave some killer prompts, and it wasn't just, hey, write a post.
Right.
It was create a niche.
Yep.
Holy moly, man. Was that fun?
It was a blast. She basically took 12 words, she just probably just sitting there, randomly spitting them out, and posted it on the forum here. And I know we probably need to move quick because we only got 10 minutes. But long story short is me and David pretty much dropped everything we're doing because we both subscribe to the feed or whatever. So we know when new posts are made. So I dropped what I was doing. I'm sure you did the same thing. And I snagged one of the keywords. You snagged the other. And we just went at it. And what was really neat to discover, David, was the way you went about it and the way I went about it.
Oh, yeah. The whole thing, I want everybody to really pay attention to this, too, because not only the way we went about it, you can look at the post, you can look at the sites that we created, you can look at how we're going to talk about how we went about it. We each completed within about an hour, okay? From the time we read the post, and I IM'd Gary and said, hey, did you see this? And he was like, yeah, and I knew he was already half done.
I was already halfway done. So were you.
Yeah. Well, I did wait because I wanted to make sure I got the word I wanted. And there were several that I could have chosen. I got to tell Christine, I just picked one. But,
right.
We from the time we read the post, about an hour to an hour and a half, we registered a domain, we set it up, we installed the software that we needed, and we created the whole thing in less than an hour and a half.
Yep. Now, the key thing that we're going to be pointing out here in this broadcast today is the fact that I don't really think that I can do an optimal job without having a partner who's an expert in an area that I'm not an expert in. If you look at the post that I created and compare that to the post that David created, and then look at the site that I created compared to the site that he created, my site's pretty. It really wows people. I took the time to make graphics. I took the time to just make everything look really cool. Where on the flip side, David, he didn't really focus on that. But he has a functional website, and I do not. I actually have to go out and hire somebody to complete my project where David doesn't.
Well, no, that's not true. That is not true, because I probably do too. Just look at the post. On your post, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 graphics and probably, 400 or 500 words in this post.
Right.
Okay? I have no graphics. I have one post with a bullet list. Okay?
Yep.
I am so anal. It's not even funny. I'm like, here's function. I don't care about graphics. I don't care about anything. I just want to be in the search engines. I just want to make a little money. I could care less what it looks like. You know? And then you're on the other side, and we both need that. And I'm going to point out to the listeners also what's funny about this is Gary and I, y'all don't always hear the background. We kind of nitpick at each other too. He'll say, yeah, but your site doesn't look as good as mine. And I'll say, yeah, but your site's not coded as good as mine. And we pick at each other a little bit too. But you can see the difference in our personalities and the way we go about it. But when it's all said and done, I bet you both of these sites get in the index probably tomorrow, and they both run about the same if we don't do much else to them.
in the .com world, when you're trying to engage into online business, whatever it may be, you really need to branch out and try to find someone that you can entrust in to bring other levels of expertise into the picture here. I can't stress that enough. It's very important to do that. Very important.
Well, yeah, and if you have a few dollars, I guess I could just buy your site is what I could do. And then
I'm listing it for sale. I've
yeah, I
already
see
posted
that. I'm trying to decide.
I'm selling it for $500.
Do I want to do that? If I could just buy your site, add some coding, and I'd be off and running, man.
Hey, you can do it and save yourself $100 because I've already referred to you as the contractor that's going to do the coding for it. So you'll get a great deal on the site.
Well, I thought it was interesting. Let's compare a couple notes here. I mean, the first thing I did. Now, I use Namecheap to register my domain, and I'm hosted at DreamHost. So I registered, I jump over to DreamHost, I set up my domain, and I did a one-click install of WordPress, and I was off and running. So
yep, same with me.
Is that how you did yours, pretty much?
Well, yeah, I mean, I use GoDaddy, and I have a VPS account. But yeah, pretty much I have Fantastico. Is that how you pronounce it? One button install. WordPress is done, and then from there, granted, this is kind of what I do. So I already had a kind of a preset template that I use across the board on a lot of my sites. So I just uploaded that and made some graphics in Photoshop. And, I registered it with FeedBurner. I didn't get enough time to do the sitemap and all that stuff. But, those are crucial things for SEO and things like that.
Well, see, I guess that's the trade-off. Where you did graphics, I did no graphic work whatsoever. Okay?
Right.
I loaded up Adobe, but I leave Adobe loaded because I use it for a color picker, if nothing else.
Right.
And I play with some stuff. But I did not do any graphic work whatsoever. Mine has no graphics whatsoever as far as what I've done. Okay.
If we were held to a 60-minute, they got tons of reality shows on TV where you have to compete in a contest or whatever, and so then you get judged after 60 minutes. If we were to hold ourselves accountable to those terms, then I clearly would say I would lose because I don't have the functionality. You invested the time into functionality. You invested in the sitemap. You invested into making sure you probably got your meta tags, everything all set right, and things like that. Plus, it's all automatic, and it's pretty much building pages by itself on its own now. So, where with the 60 minutes I invested, I built a mock-up. So, coding is very important, but I think marketing is also important for the coder. Without a marketer, you're going to have lesser success without me, and I'm going to have lesser success without a programmer.
I definitely agree on that. I think we need each other. I'm looking at yours. Without a sitemap, I can't really tell. How many pages do you think? How many pages are involved here? How many pages do you have created?
Well, here's the interesting thing about it. My site, one thing I might have a slight angle on above you is the fact that my site, despite the fact that the zip code search engine doesn't work, it can still be a medium where guest bloggers can come and create the pages. Yeah, it's a little bit more grunt work and manual work, but pages can be built. I could easily remove that little marketing scheme from it and just say, hey, this is a community site for carpet installers. So at the moment now, I only have probably 5 pages, where
right.
You have, about 30 pages?
I think it's like 28 right now.
Okay. So I mean, there's a difference in the.
And there's a difference. Mine's built as a real blog. What I mean by that is a blog for one person to blog on. I wasn't thinking about somebody coming in and guest blogging and stuff. Now I used the Dino Pages plugin, which is the one we created. And
I wanted to. I didn't have time.
That's where I got the 27 pages from.
Sweet.
I also used a custom. This is really wild, and I did this in this time frame. I created a custom pipe in Yahoo for eBay and made a custom Disney pins on eBay page.
Well, get this. I got a pipe also, dude, but I just don't know how to connect it. I built a beautiful pipe that all you got to do is type in the zip code. Honestly, anybody can type in their U.S. zip code, and it will return the 10 results of carpet installers within a 20-mile period. Well, dude, listen, I know we're running out of time. You guys, everybody that's watching, visit bloggersmessageboard.com and check out this wonderful post that Christine Center started. Hey, participate.
Give them the website name of the website you created.
Okay, my website is, let me pull it up.
No,
I don't. I have over 200. It's hard to keep up. findacarpetinstaller.com.
Okay.
You can check it out right there.
And mine is pinsforsale.net, and it's PIN, not PEN, PINS, pinsforsale.net. So you guys check that out, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks for watching, guys.